Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be finishing the season for Crucetti Corsa. So it's going to be a hard-fought championship battle. Let's see here. Get interview. Yeah, no. I have 0 benefit because he's too old. Alright, time to reject people. Reject. Reject. Also known as my dating life. Anyways, I'm the one being rejected, actually, in that scenario. But, nevertheless, we shall continue. I think we're good there. Carper finished. Everything is going as planned. Okay. Oh. 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 Gosh. Oh no. She's so close to the championship. Alright. Go, Rogue. It's your championship. Got a bunch of people scouted that don't matter. Ooh, I guess what I should check is make sure there's not new rookies. They usually start appearing around this time, I believe. They did not. Maybe it's after this race. No. So you're not idle? Sure. Alright, here we are. Got a scout report on Rolf Richter, who's extremely old. 38. Oh gosh, that won't be old in like a decade from now. That's gonna be young. But old for racing. Anyways, we're gonna go with 3rd or above. Alright, I know it would make sense to give the rescue parts, the best parts, to Shinki. But if she does score good points, and then she loses them because of that, I would never forgive myself. So we're gonna keep the parts as is. Where are you pre-race? There you are. Alright. We are going to give this a go. And you'll see in a second, after this whole spiel goes on, Black Sea. That actually is decently accurate. That is around where the Black Sea is. Actually, yes. Yeah. Just trying to remember what's the Black Sea and what's the Caspian Sea. I'm not very good at geography, but I know generals. So you will see, as soon as we get through the practice menu, I have a very exciting announcement to make about the game. Okay, so these two, they are equal now, apparently. Okay. Higher downforce. Ooh, wow. Lots of acceleration. A little bit of risk here? Sure. Let's try mediums. Let's get mediums first. Alright, downforce. A lot of. Okay, let's go with that. Alright. Let's get these. Oh, wow. Spoiler. Get these cars on track. I downloaded a mod. Look at them. So pretty. The pizza car in its full glory. Oh, the elevation change. Wheels spinning. Big shout out to Mario for testing out this mod and sharing it with me. I knew it existed, but I was always nervous about it, so him testing it and just showing how well it worked was all the convincing I needed. And even, you can get rid of the HUD. You can just go full on, just car racing. Track needs some updates for sure. Of course, what's bang on. Nice job. Bring everyone in. Crowd needs a lot of work. The cars are beautiful. Only thing that I would add is like a fixed camera, like a TV mount. Anonymous 19992. I guess it's 1999 2012 would be my guess. Which mod is this? This is the enhanced graphics mod and enhanced camera mod. You have to download a utility Unity mod manager, I think. If you go on the Nexus page, it should tell you everything that you need. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Anonymous. If you are part of the group Anonymous, please don't hack me. I don't have anything. Alright, with that said, let's make edits to these setups. Speed is great. Let's try that. Alright, we'll try that. Nice, thank you for that. Yep. I can actually do you one better. I can actually just drop a link. So this is alright, so first link is graphics, second link is camera. Yeah. Nah, nothing like that. Okay, that's good. Only thing I have is my name. Can't afford anything else. Of course, Anonymous. Always good to have hackers on my side, even though you said that you aren't. That's okay. I know you can protect your identity. So, but oh gosh, it looks so good. Garages also need some work, but a lot of this stuff was not meant to be zoomed in on. So like you can still zoom out and it looks pretty much like it did unzoomed out. But you can see all the sponsors on it. You can jump around too. Every single car. It's not just your car. Like you just look at all this stuff. So cool. Alright, that's enough. Go, come on. Alright, so greats across the board. So that was great, that was great. Alright. Let's go... Which way did I go? So let's go a little bit more downforce. And let's go... like that. Come on, some intermediates. Let's try that. I feel like that's probably going to ruin the speed balance. Oops. Let's try that. There we go. Now we have tires that are actually going to work. Just stay out there. Make final adjustments at the end. Another mod I was considering getting was there's a mod for a perfect setup every time, which is awesome sounding because it's annoying to have to get a setup every time. Ooh, some rain. So probably gonna have to start on the intermediates, at the least. No, we're gonna have to start on the wets. Good. Light-footed, I guess? We'll get there eventually. Well, probably don't need that, really. Hopefully we can take medium tires to the end. We'll see. 95. Okay, so I went the wrong way. Let's go a little this way. We'll go that way. Alright, 26 laps, so we'll just have to put 5 laps in. Alright, so suspension stiffness, one that way. Let's try that. Okay. Should be pretty good. Oh yeah, I can't tell her what to do. Alright, Cindy. It's just you and me. And the race is on. Look at that spray. Just kind of looks like mist. She launches away from the start. Can't touch anything that she does. Nagel says, I'm good in the wet and I want a win. And I say, good on you. And we would win the championship if we ended this way. So, let's hope. Does someone want to wreck and cause a safety car and make it so that we win right now? Just 25 lap safety car? No? Just me? What a comeback this would be if we actually secure the championship. We did a late season swap. We did These tires are gonna have to last. Nagel is... So I know you've done a guide on the game before, and really, for a Face fan, it's pretty intuitive. But the one issue I found is that there are great tutorials for the races, qualifying, and practices. Oh. So for... So what do you want me to do? Did I not do a good job on those things? It's been like 3 years, man. I don't remember all that I said in those things. And the game has changed a lot. So, yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that have done a lot of guides for the game. It's pretty old. I'm not going to claim that my guide is the best by any means. I had hopes of kind of cultivating a community, getting their information, and then making more guides off of their information and updating guides and stuff. And then I was like, well, Motorsport, but the tutorials regarding the strategy for the company throughout the year are sparse, so any chance you do one on the strategy for a company throughout the year. Okay, so kind of as I was explaining is that I had hopes of doing just like a... Okay, well, then push. I had hopes to doing more guides, getting fan feedback, well, not fan feedback, getting community feedback. Oh, thank you. So that's true. Those are from 2017. Any chance you do another one, believe it or not, yours is the best, or at least the top 3 for sure. So as I keep on getting distracted and distracting myself, basically I stopped worrying about the whole guide situation because I figured that Motorsport Manager 2 was on its way. And I thought that in 2017. I was like, well, these are good enough. I'll worry about guides later on. So I didn't really worry about it, and then people started asking about the Endurance series. And so kind of what I thought was I should just run through the Endurance series, and that would be kind of like a guide is how I manage my Endurance series. But if there really is a demand, a want for guides, okay, yeah, we definitely want to pit for intermediates. Then yeah, I will definitely do more guides. I'm not a huge fan of editing, but I just always figured that we were close to Motorsport Manager 2. Which clearly is not true. We are nowhere near Motorsport Manager 2. Alright, we'll pitch you this lap. Intermediates. 5 laps. But I do appreciate that you think that my guides are in the top 3. I really don't look at guides or anything. What do you mean by company throughout the year? Just like how to pick sponsors, how to build parts. I'm just curious on what you want from that sort of guide. Fine point on demand and whether or not there is demand. We don't know. There will be. The game was just on sale during the Steam Summer Sale, so maybe looking for them. Yeah, I'll have you know it's it's quite funny. Every single Steam sale, I get probably at least 10 to 15 subscribers just because of those guides. And it's like, for a while there, I was so confused. I was like, why am I getting subscribers right now? And then, as it turned out, it was like, oh, My guides, right. So. In addition, it would be the last time they'd be necessary, as I don't think the game would be getting patches anytime soon. That's true. Yeah. Shinki is not in position to secure the championship. That's fine. We are in position to win the championship somehow. Goodness. We're not promoting. Just gonna say that now. We're not promoting. Yeah, that's a good point. They're obviously not going to be adding DLC to this game. They've kind of completely abandoned it at this point. Motorsport Manager Online is getting a lot of updates still, obviously, because it's their new game. But Nagel. Look at Nagel, man. She is controlling this race. So, yeah, I'll look into it. I got a couple things that I'm working on right now. So, I don't know exactly how much I want to focus on editing stuff, but I'll look into it. So, I'm planning on... There's a couple things in the works. Not all of it's for the YouTube channel, so we'll see how it pans out, and I'll announce things whenever there's some reality behind them. There's some seriousness behind them. Yes, when I mention strats, I'm referring to how to manage the money parts aspects of the strategy, so how long does one keep pumping money into new parts and when to start making them better, etc. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of sum that up right now of what I've been doing. If you're curious, is basically, I know it's time consuming too, so it'd be understandable if you'd not be too interested without a massive amount of demand. I mean, that probably would be the most popular video on my channel, is updating those guides, to be completely honest with you. So I mean, that, if, unfortunately I can't make money on this channel because YouTube is stupid, but, is anyone planning to stop? So it would be worth it in the end. It would give me a lot of views, but YouTube doesn't allow me to monetize anything because they're new rules and stuff. Because you have to have 1,000 subscribers, which it should also help my subscriber situation too. But okay, so YouTube changed their policy so that you have to have 1,000 subscribers, which I don't have. I have 400 something, and you need 4,000 hours of watch time in a year, and I have over that. I probably have nearly 6,000 in a year. So, because of those guides. So they changed those rules, so I can't, yeah, so I can't monetize my channel, because, I don't know, I might be a secret Nazi or something. Who knows? Who knows? So, but yeah, it's basically all because Nazis started being on YouTube, and they were posting videos, and they were getting money because they were monetizing their channel almost immediately. So, okay, good. We're not going to win this championship right now, but we'll come in a close second. So, yeah. Ha 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 ha, indeed. I can only laugh about it because I probably would have made at least $100, if not more, off those guides. Which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, $100 isn't really important, but it's just like, I could have gotten that money, but YouTube was like, no, you don't get that money because we're stupid. So, because I did monetize my channel there for about a year or two, and I I did get like $20 from my videos and stuff, but then they changed the rules, and instead of grandfathering in all the channels that were, you know, fine, they were monetized and no one was complaining about them, they decided that, hey, let's just demonetize every channel that's under 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, I know. I get what you're laughing at. Yeah. I didn't think that you were laughing at me losing monetization. I did not think that, but no, yeah, I just, I don't know. I guess YouTube just don't like making money or something. I don't know. It's mainly because companies were pressuring them into really making their stuff family friendly, which they have YouTube Kids, so I don't know why they need to make everything friendly. Anyways, can we pit for fresh tires soon? No, Key. No, you can't. It's the final lap. Anyways, speaking of the final lap, we are in first place on course with our first win with our new driver. What an end to the season. There's rain on the horizon. Doesn't matter. Nagel's going to bring it home in first place. First win for Crissetti Corsa. Pizza car for the win. And then Key just came home in whatever place. Not important. So we lose to the championship by 17 points. Way more than, or way less than I thought it would be. So she's gonna get rule break, and she's gonna get... Nope, no rules broken. Okay. Whew. Would have lost her only win. Fastest lap. Okay. Do we have a fastest lap? No? Okay. There we are. Top of our league. Shinki goes up a few places, but does not secure the championship. Crissetti Corsa jumps up to second. Fantastic final race. I'll have to collect my book. Whoa. Oh, man. We should start a betting league right here. Just bet on Motorsport Manager games. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Except, yeah. No, it wouldn't be fantastic. So... Came in first, so that's good. Increasing all our stats, which is good. So we got Shinki for another season. We got Cindy Nagel for more seasons if we want to hire her on. I think we have her till the end of next season, though. Okay, Pascal Becker. Oh, we don't care about this. Who cares? Who cares? This is what we care about. So Cindy Nagel does actually finish... And where is... Who do we have? Ellie Marsh, free agent. There she is. 87 points. Alright, Garuda wins both. It's fine. Wasn't hoping on winning the World Championship. I was hoping to win the Drivers' Championship, just like squeeze by. But was not to be. That is fine. Came in second. Cindy Nagel. You just won our first race. Giovinino Papicelli. Okay, well, he's not coming back either. So to answer your question of kind of like what I do, parts-wise, I usually try to, depending on what I'm doing in the season, I try to build 2 parts per category. I try to narrow it down to 2. So basically, I get an average and a good part for each one. if I have excess money, I will do a super risky great part. Or if I'm trying to do well and I need to catch up, I'll do a low risk great part to use, and sometimes it gets banned. Tell you what else you could do for views, and that's make a few guide tutorials for XCOM as well. I'm not sure how that would work, or if it would be easy, but that kind of thing could bring in views as well. I would, if I was any good at XCOM. I'm not very good at XCOM, and I don't know if that's necessarily a fault of mine. The game is kind of random, I would say. It's not the best. It's a lot of percentage chances that don't seem to make sense, because like you can have a 99% chance shot and miss at point blank. So I think, I also am not 100% sure, but I think there might be kind of like a background engine component that is controlling kind of how the tide of battle goes, because it seems like you're almost forced to lose somebody. Like, you could have everyone in full cover, you could have everyone that's like a mile away from the enemies, and still your people get shot, and it just seems ridiculous. So I think there might be some planned difficulty there. So I don't know if it's stable enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, X gonna be a little rough. I know they miss it on 91% all the time. So I don't know. I feel like to plan a strategy guide around that, you would have to dig into the game engine and the game files to see how exactly the game works, how the roles work. Because yeah, I think it's a little bit too random to control variables in that. I mean, there's certainly suggestions that you could make, like full cover. That's always a solid suggestion. Don't overextend. Make sure that your XCOM squad mates are close, but not grouped up to where they can get thrown a grenade on. And always remember to move before reloading in XCOM 1. So, but anyways, we will leave this video off here. We came actually, no, we will not, because we want to actually get to the end of the season here. We want to take a look at scouting. What do we got here? Ruby Smith. What do we got here? Philip Huth. Is there not a good Italian? No, there's really not. There's not a good Italian at all. Alright. Brakes. What do we have? Gearbox and suspension. Whoops. That's fine. So for next season, do you max out your car? Do you mean when building it? It depends. Again, it depends on your goal. I'm still dumping millions and millions of dollars. Let's see. We got 14 million in prize money. I will take that. Manager of the season, Corsetti Corsa, or Cristiano Corsetti, and Andrea Floridi. So, yeah, it depends. Basically, you can do one of two things. I, for one, focus a lot on HQ, because maxing out HQ as soon as possible will make you more competitive in the long run. So that's what I do with that. Let us plan some upgrades. So we don't need any of these new buildings because we don't have to build these. We could get a staff center. That would help. But I think we're going to do a factory. Get a level 3 factory going. That will help us in part development and just general improvement of parts. It's a very vital development to make. It does use a lot of our money. But that's fine. We'll be getting more for the car. I usually look at the star ratings. We can go into more detail about how to build the car for next season in the next episode, because we will be building the car for next episode. We got our prize money. We will have to decide on a staff member. I played through my first season. I wasn't able to upgrade the HQ at all until the second season. The second season was worse than the first for me. It was kind of odd. Yeah, so whenever you start out, I always suggest upgrading the factory. That's the first thing that I do in the first season. Whenever I start, I spend 8 million on the factory, get to level 2. It takes about a third of the season, maybe near half the season. That's the first thing I always do. You can afford it, but you're not going to be able to develop the car very much. So basically the thought process is you put all this money, don't save a lot, you put all the money you can into the HQ, build it up as much as you can. Hopefully you can max out your HQ, and then from there all you have to worry about is drivers, staff, pit crew, parts. You have to pay race fees or whatever for your factories and stuff. So like that, the general cost to run your HQ goes up, yes, but the millions upon millions of dollars that you spend on your factory and your HQ goes to zero after you fully max it out. So it's going to take you probably 10 to 15 seasons to fully max out your HQ. And 10 to 15 seasons should see you through all the feeder series and probably a little bit into the top series. But once you have it all built out, you have all the extra money, you can start putting away money, saving money every season, making sure that you have an excess, so whenever you do eventually push for the final championship, which you might be able to manage without saving all that money up. You might be able to do it just off of luck, planning and stuff beforehand, but basically the goal is to just build up your HQ as much as possible. This is the way I play, I should say. This isn't the only way to play. So I focus on HQ because that's going to be your long-term investment. That's going to make your team better in the long run. And hopefully the results can come along the way and you can perform well. But that means that you can't spend a bunch of money on a bunch of parts every season. You can't do 5 parts for each part category every season. I will suggest that you do, if you have excess money, that you do make really risky parts for these categories, and that they, because then they become the base, and then you can build off of that base the following season. Like, look, we have one of the best gearbox. Well, we do have the best gearbox in the grid, but we don't have it on the car, so it's 5th best. And we're middle of the pack for medium speed corners. But that's going to be our starting point next season with no risk. And then we can just build from there. And that's the best way to get your car off the grid. So, yeah. I can do a video on it. I was hoping that these streams could suffice in place of a guide. They're a little bit easier. I don't have to worry about editing them. I don't really have to worry about recording them in my free time. But yeah. If you just if people do want that, leave comments down below if you're watching the VOD, and just let me know if there is a demand for that. Because basically to me, this is a long form guide, and I know that people don't have hours upon hours to watch a long form guide, nor do they have the attention span to soak in all the information that is relevant that I'm sprinkling in. So if I condense that into like a 5 to 10 minute video, you're going to get a lot more out of that than listening to my sprinkles of wisdom throughout the whole series. Anyways, with that said, I will leave that here. we're preparing for the off season, which will be coming along the way. We will have to make a decision on a staff. Now that we are finished second in the European Racing Series, we might be able to attract someone pretty good to the team, so we'll see. This stream, as well as Fox Without Sport, will be normal time tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern, or 37 minutes ago your time. That's whenever we'll start. But the next week, Formula 1 is back again, which is yay, but also dang, because it's going to be during this time, which means that I'll have to move it an hour earlier once again. So next week it will be at 8 in the morning. So we'll see what we can do. This will be off season. I can again talk through my plan for the off season, so you can be there for that. I know people like to put in their input for the off season, so be sure to show up to that again hour earlier than normal. So hopefully you can still make it. And as always, thanks so very much for watching. Oh, thank you for all the detail. I appreciate the detailed explanation. I managed second place overall in the first season, but it didn't translate well to the next season. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, in that case, it was like I didn't do well. My endurance, my third season, I did pretty well the second season. I did manage to claw it back, though. I did manage to get the results where they needed and promote. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.